My name is Kat O'Dell and I'm a food and travel journalist. I'm in Soho, New York today at Veranda restaurant. This is a new contemporary American restaurant helmed by George Mendez, who's one of New York's most celebrated chefs. Now, George is known for Portuguese cooking, and today he's put together a very special hamachi menu. Actually, we've reached out to chefs in both New York and LA to put together these really special menus, and I'm gonna go try his version. Let's go. So this actually looks and smells absolutely incredible. George, tell me, what is this dish you put together here?
Yeah, so it's a hamachi confit. It's served with pickled honchameji mushrooms, black truffles, and sauce made of ginger.
It looks incredible. Can I try it?
Please, dig in, dig in. So
I love that you chose to confit the fish. I think that's like a really cool choice. Tell me about your decision to do that.
You know, it was really about approaching the fish in a very careful manner and applying heat very non-aggressively. And so it needed to be cooked really slowly. And what better environment to cook it in than its own kind of fatty environment. So it's very rich, right? So I figured, why don't we confit it in olive oil at a really low temperature, literally like 65 degrees Celsius, like just hovering over 150. So it cooks really, really slowly, but the albumin of the fish never exits. The fish holds on to all of its character. It's meant to just melt away in your mouth.
It completely does. I mean, it kind of like almost liquefies. You know, the fish itself is so buttery, and cooking it, I mean, that way really has like an amazing kind of like mouth sensation texture thing going on. It's delicious. I love it.
And then pairing it with the pickled honchameji mushrooms is just a way of cutting the richness, cutting the fat, and offering a nice lightness to the dish and resetting your palate to kind of take another bite. And then what better luxurious item to add to this dish than a truffle? Because I think, you know, my cooking is very in like what's in season, what's going on now, what are the best ingredients, and truffles are just starting, so it was a perfect complement. So it's kind of like that mare montaña, like my background of being Portuguese, we're always playing around with like sea and land and putting them together. So this is like, you know, mushrooms, truffles, and then the oceanic flavors of the fish.
Totally, and the truffle adds a really lovely sort of earthy quality, and it also enhances the umami that's already in the fish. So a question for you. So I mean, your background is in Portuguese cookery, and so you've obviously been cooking all the seafood like forever. So how does this kind of like fit into the canon of you know, seafood ocean ingredients that you've used in the past? Have you used like a lot of other fish that are sort of like really buttery and rich and?
Sure. I mean, this goes back to my childhood memories, eating sardines and fish like horse mackerel, which is called carapau, and it's the same. I mean, it's, you know, hamachi being in the amberjack family, you know, and then you kind of go in that high fat content, oily fish, like the tunas and stuff like that. So it was kind of, you know, already in my toolbox in a way.
That's awesome. I love it. So is this wild or is it farmed?
This is farm raised.
Wow.
Hamachi.
Are you surprised by the quality?
It is amazing quality. The way the fish is treated, you know, in the pens in the ocean, you know, the sustainability aspect of it, the way it's shipped, every little step, all the care it goes through to getting it to the restaurants is amazing. Literally, as soon as you get it from our vendors, you open up the package and you put it in, like, it's glistening freshness. And they even go to the extent of putting like a little freshness tab, like, don't use this fish if this dot turns orange.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, the flavor is so sweet and delicate, and it's sort of like, you know, soft flesh and plump, and I would never think that it's a farmed fish.
Yeah, really amazing quality. It really comes through. I mean, you wouldn't have known. If I had said it was wild, would you have believed me?
Yeah, 100% I would.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. That's great.
I want to try a little bite.
I want to have another bite.
Go ahead, go for it.